Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today we will revise Diels-Alder reaction. Diels-Alder reaction is the only reaction in organic chemistry which is used for the synthesis of cyclic compounds from unsaturated aliphatic compounds. In this reaction you use conjugated dienes, that is 1,3-butadiene, and they combine with dienophile, that is alkene, to form a cyclic compound that is called cyclohexene. For example, when you use conjugated dienes, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,3-butadiene, that is called conjugated diene, and when it combines with dienophile, that is alkene, they both will combine to form cyclohexene. The mechanism of this reaction is as follows. Conjugating dienes, there is migration of pi electrons inward. That carbon will become electron deficient, and that pi electrons will move to the terminal carbon that becomes electron rich, that is nucleophile. When that reactive intermediate reacts with dienophile or alkene, same thing happen with it, that pi electrons will move towards that carbon that becomes negative, and that negative, either you can move upward or downward. For example, there is positive charge, so you can move that pi electrons downward, and that methylene group will become electron deficient. So that electron deficient carbon will attach itself to the nucleophilic carbon, and that electron rich methylene group will attach itself to the electron deficient carbon. So your new structure formed will be cyclohexene, that is There is another example of unsaturated ketone that contains a double bond, that is ketonic group, that is unsaturation. When that double bond migrates inward, that carbonyl oxygen, a pi electron will move towards oxygen, that becomes negative, and that carbon becomes electron deficient. In the next structure, that CH2 positive CH2 double bond, C oxygen negative, and CH3. When that oxygen move towards a carbonyl carbon, and that pi electrons will move towards that methylene group, so your dienophile will be formed. CH2 negative, positive, and that contains C double bond CH3. When it reacts with conjugated dienes, 1,3-butadiene, that will be ultimately converted into positive and negative, so that will attack, and that methylene negative nucleophile will attack with the electron deficient carbon. So your new structure will be formed. That is acetyl cyclohexene. That is also an example of Diels-Alder reaction. Acetyl cyclohexene. Thank you very much. Diels-Alder reaction is usually used for the synthesis of cyclic compounds from conjugated dienes, that is 1,3-butadiene. When they react with dienophile, that is ethane, they together combine to form cyclohexene. The method has also proved valuable in a great many ways in research into the constitution of complex natural products formed by diene synthesis are usually stable. So compounds which are formed from conjugated dienes and dienophile are usually stable compounds. Diels-Alder reaction occur between a conjugated diene, that is conjugated dienes alternate single and double bond compounds are called conjugated compounds, and a substituted alkene commonly termed the dienophile, that is dienophile. When they both together combine to form a cyclic compound, that is called cyclohexene. The Diels-Alder reaction is particularly useful in synthetic organic chemistry as a reliable method for forming six-membered system with good control over regio and stereo chemical properties. So you can control the structure of the compound and their direction of the functional groups in an appropriate direction to avoid steric hindrance by Diels-Alder reaction. The underlying concept has also been applied to other pi systems such as carbonyl and amines to furnish the corresponding heterocyclic known as the hetero-Diels-Alder reaction. Diels-Alder reaction can be reversible under certain conditions. The reverse reaction is known as retro-Diels-Alder reaction. That pi electrons of 1,3-butadiene will move onward, and that another pi electrons of 1,3-butadiene will move towards the terminal carbon, that becomes electron rich and that becomes electron deficient. So dienophile with substituent, that pi electrons will move towards that carbon and that carbon will become electron deficient. So electron rich carbon will attach itself to the electron deficient carbon, so a cyclic structure will be formed, that is methyl cyclohexene. A conjugated diene reacts with the double bonded dienophiles. That is the mechanism that occurs, that becomes nucleophile because pi electrons will move towards that carbon, and that becomes electron deficient because it has deficiency of electrons, that becomes positive and that becomes negative, and ultimately that nucleophilic carbon will attach itself to that electron deficient carbon, and that electron deficient carbon will attach itself to the electron rich carbon. Together they both combine to form a cyclic compound, that is called methyl cyclohexene. That is 1,3-butadiene conjugated diene. When it combines with unsaturated ketone, that pi electrons will move towards between that carbonyl carbon and this carbon, second carbon, and that carbonyl oxygen, that pi electrons will move towards oxygen. Ultimately in the second step, that oxygen that nucleophilic oxygen electrons will move towards carbonyl carbon, and that double bond will move towards that pi electrons will move towards that second carbon, that becomes electron rich, that becomes electron deficient, and ultimately electron rich compound attach itself with the electron deficient, and that electron rich compound attach with methylene, that is electron deficient. So your new structure cyclic compound will be found, that is acetyl cyclohexene, 1,4 addition reaction to 1,3-butadiene. So mechanism of action is as follows: that pi electrons will move to inward between third carbon, carbonyl carbon, and CH second carbon, and that methylene group become electron deficient, and ultimately that oxygen will again move inward, and that pi electrons will move towards the second carbon, so that becomes electron rich, that becomes electron deficient, and they combine with 1,3-butadiene to form that structure. That oxygen, that is nucleophilic oxygen, that electron will move inward between carbonyl carbon, and that double bond pi electrons will move to that carbon, that becomes electron rich, that becomes electron deficient, that electron deficient carbon will combine with electron rich carbon, and that electron rich carbon will combine with that methylene group, and your new structure will be formed, that is acetyl cyclohexene. When a cyclic ester cyclohexene, methyl cyclohexene, methyl ester is decomposed, it again regenerates 1,3-butadiene from it is synthesized, that is 1,3-butadiene, and that is unsaturated ester from that compound was synthesized, that is called retrosynthetic analysis. From the substance from which that cyclic ester was synthesized, it is again broken down into the same constituent from which it was synthesized, that is 1,3-butadiene conjugated diene, and that is unsaturated ester.